For this video, I am using a digital multimeter. Since we are checking electrical continuity and resistance, I will rotate the selector switch to the resistance or home position. Always make sure that the motor is completely disconnected from the power supply. The capacitor is discharged if the motor has one or a single phase. And never perform resistance measurement on a live circuit. Safety always comes first. Understanding the motor terminals. This motor has 6 terminals: U1, V1, W1, U2, V2, and W2. Each winding has a beginning and an end. They are U1 to U2, V1 to V2, and W1 to W2. Now let's begin testing. Ground to winding insulation test. First, place one probe on the motor body or a ground symbol which is available on the motor body. Now touch the other probes to U1, V1, W1, and W2, U2, V2. As you can see, the multimeter does not display any resistance reading. This is exactly what we want. That means none of the windings are electrically connected to the motor body. If your multimeter showed a low resistance value here, it would indicate insulation failure or a short circuit to ground. Such motor is unsafe to energize and requires repair before use. So, based on this test, the insulation between the winding and the motor frame appears to be good. The winding resistance test. Now let's check the motor winding themselves. We will measure between different terminal conditions. First measurement, U1 to U2. The multimeter reads approximately 5.9 ohms. This means the U phase winding is continuous. Now let's measure V1 to V2. Again, we get approximately 5.9 ohms. That indicates the V phase winding is also healthy. Finally, W1 to W2. The reading is also around 5.9 ohms. This tells us that the W phase winding is in a good condition. Notice that all 3 windings has nearly the same resistance. Balanced winding resistance is a good sign of a healthy motor. I will measure U1 to V1. U1 to W2. V1 to U2, V1 to W2, W1 to U2, W1 to V2. As you can see, there is no resistance reading between these terminals. This is normal because these terminals belong to different windings and are not directly connected. If resistance appeared between these unrelated terminals, it could indicate an internal winding fault. Let's summarize today's measurement. No continuity between the motor body and any winding. This means the insulation to ground is good. Approximately 5.9 ohms between U1 and U2, V1 and V2, W1 and W2. This confirms that all the 3 windings are continuous. No continuity between unrelated winding terminals. This indicates there are no internal short circuits between the different phases. Overall, this result suggests that the motor windings are electrically healthy based on a basic multimeter resistance test. However, it's important to remember that a digital multimeter can only perform a basic resistance check. To accurately measure insulation resistance, especially for preventive maintenance or before commissioning, a dedicated insulation resistance tester or a megger should be used. A megger applies a high DC voltage test, such as 500 volt or 1000 volt, and measures insulation resistance in mega ohms, which provides a much more reliable assessment of insulation quality. If you found this practical tutorial helpful, please give this video a like and share it with your friends or colleagues who work with electrical motors. If you would like to see more hands-on electrical engineering tutorials on motors, multimeters, transformers, protection systems, and industrial electrical maintenance, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any upload. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Stay safe, keep learning, and God bless you.